What's up, everybody? MasterBoris is back with another stream. It has been a very sad week for gaming. A very aggravating, annoying, sad week for gaming. Yo. While this is fresh on my mind right now, Sony, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's like you take one step forward and 3 steps back. Like, no physical media. I'm not even gonna put it on the freaking feed, bro. I don't even want to look at it no more. But I'm telling you this right now. No disc production after January 2028, Sony PlayStation said. So that's what this Grand Theft Auto 6 was all about. Now it makes sense. The pre-orders and how they're going to do with the game and how they're rolling it out, now it makes total sense. And Rockstar Take-Two Interactive, they had first dibs of what their plan is going on in gaming for here on out. I told y'all in my video that I did 2 or 3 days ago, GTA 6 was going to be the catalyst of what the future of gaming will be. But now PlayStation is now coming out and saying, oh, we're just going to go strictly digital after January 2028. And this also proves, and I'm going to shoot this right now, I'm going to talk my shit tonight about you Western gamers. This whole situation, all the stuff that's on the internet, what y'all be saying, I'll be looking at it. Y'all just prove that most of you are dumb as hell and have no common sense. None. And you lack empathy for others. Talking about, oh, I haven't played, bought any physical in almost 10 years. So what? So what? You just gonna downplay the fact that people like me and others that like physical media don't have the choice in the matter, having the option to get physical copies while everything is digital. No one cares until it happens to them. Whatever situation it is, and when it affects them, that's when they want you to care. But they don't want to care about your problems. This is bigger than that because I told y'all they're going to target gamers first to ease their way into their agenda. And this is how they're going to do it. It's already in motion. And I told y'all, if the PlayStation 6 is all digital, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm not. What's the point in the console if you can't put nothing inside the console? You might as well do like what Microsoft is doing Have games built in with the TV and play it on your TV. You don't need a console to play it. But yeah, this is what Microsoft wanted too. And something tells me that Sony and Microsoft are pretty much colluding to have this practice go on. Because I already told y'all my Microsoft, I'm not surprised at what they did. I already exposed them 2-3 years ago on a stream I did that they're going to do the same thing. But this is a fatal blow to consumers at home. You watching this. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just punched us in the face. They sucker punched us with this news this morning. My phone was going off so much about this situation of what PlayStation said, I had to turn my phone off. I had to turn my phone off. It was that bad. And I'm like, what the heck is going on now? And my Twitter and my Instagram was blowing up about this. And I see all on social media that it improves this whole situation that's going on with the whole GTA pre-orders. PlayStation, gonna stop doing physical media. All this gaming discourse just proves to me that you Western gamers have lack of nuances. You lack the concept of time. You lack the concept of common sense. And you lack empathy. You only care about your own selves, playing your digital games that can be easily taken away from you. Your favorite games can be easily taken away from you. Or if you get banned, you have to buy all those digital games all over again. You make another account, you gotta buy all those games that you purchased all over again. There's gotta be a workaround to this. There's gotta be a countermeasure to this. Somebody will probably find out, but time will tell. So we got a year and a half for the PlayStation 6 to drop. And that tells this news is telling us it's going to be all digital. It's supposed to be a handheld and a console. No disc. I'm not getting it if that's the case. So you trying to tell me Virtua Fighter Crossroads is not going to be a physical, this not going to have a physical media? That's what you telling me, PlayStation? I'm going to tell you something right now. Virtua Fighter Crossroads is not coming out next year. You got another thing coming. That game is going to get delayed again. It's too detailed. I don't see that running on PlayStation 5. Not even the Pro. I don't see it running that 60 frames, 120 frames per second on the PS5. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. You saw how that new trailer looked with Bakunawa Killer? I don't see that on PS5. I don't. Virtua Fighter Crossroads, I don't see it. It's going to get delayed probably late 2027 till 2028. And it's going to be on the PlayStation 6. Probably going to be a launch title. But back to Sony. This has been some disappointing news. This whole entire week has been nothing but shit after shit. Excuse my language, but I'm tight. I told y'all, ever since I made this channel to protect physical media, I've been consistent at it. In numerous of videos on this channel, I told y'all. And I told y'all what Microsoft was going to do, especially in those leaked documents that's been exposed 2-3 years back. perseverance, man. But you got these people talking about some, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It will soon. Because this is part of the digital ID plan. If you haven't been checking out my videos lately, and I made a playlist about this on my channel, you should. And take it into consideration. Like, the gaming here sucks. Sucks. Modern day gaming in the West sucks. Sucks. Because you people don't know how to appreciate nothing. And then when it's gone, y'all want to reminisce and have nostalgia goggles on, put it on, because you know it's never going to come back. There's no turning back from this. PlayStation, I hope you know that. There's no turning back from this. You made a bold statement this morning. Every gamer should be against this right now. They're limiting our options. Do you understand that? Not just in gaming, and all across the board. Everyday life. Gaming is minuscule compared to what they're trying to really do by the time 2030 gets here. If you haven't been paying attention, just look it up. Or watch my videos. Made a whole playlist. I got like 7, 8 videos talking about this. The data centers, all that crap that we don't need. Mass surveillance system, digital ID, all this tied into what gaming is going to be like. And I had my friend Antonio telling me this, having a conversation with him. He said gaming will be dead in 10 years. I'm not so sure about that. It might die tomorrow. Maybe 2-4 years from now. They're accelerating this. Like traditional gaming, yeah, it's probably, it died today. Not officially, but unofficially. But January 2028, it's going to be a new set of ways to game. And most of y'all not going to like it. And the people that say they don't care, they don't care. I'm going to buy GTA anyways. I don't buy physical copies. You are part of the problem. But later on, you are going to care. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Don't care. Nobody but yourself. This individualism has gotten us faltering in society, man. We're not a community. Stop saying fighting game community. Yeah, I'm going to get on the fighting game community too in the West. In a minute. Not a freaking community. There's always groups and cliques and all this stuff. It's like high school, bro. We're not a community on a large scale when it comes down to all sorts of entertainment. But we should be. And we should challenge things that's been implemented to us, because it's not going to be nothing good come out of this. It's not going to be nothing good. It's going to get worse for us and for the general public if we don't do something and challenge things that need to be challenged when it matters. Like, these consoles, I will say this. When Sega was in the console market, this is my opinion, video games were better. When Sega left the console market, it starts to freaking wane. I'm going to tell you something about Sega that you probably don't even realize. They made new genres of games. They are probably the only company that made new genres, new different ways to play games. Let's see. Jet Set Radio. Spike Out. Out Trigger. Power Stone. Well, that was on the Sega Dreamcast. Capcom made that. 3D fighting game. Virtua Fighter. You know what I'm saying? And it holds many awards in any fighting game. Shenmue. Open World. None of the other companies like Sega made new genres like that for the past 2.5 decades. Phantasy Star Online. Another example. Online MMO. Don't get me wrong, the PS2 is the best-selling console of all time, and it probably still is, because the PlayStation 6, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to top that. Sony, you're not going to top the PS2 lifetime sales with the news you just brought this morning. It's not happening. People and fans are losing faith in you as a company. Like, you just had the gall to say that this morning? And you think you gonna be on top in the gaming market share? Nintendo is gonna probably be on top of the gaming market share uncontested in the next coming months or a year or two now. It's finished. A lot of people, a lot of gamers, a lot of consumers are giving up on you. First, you're going to freaking delete 5,000 movies off of a place that was, well, for one, I don't even get movies on gaming consoles anyway. I think y'all should get physical media. Again, as I said before, games, movies, all of that. I never gotten a movie on any game system. Heck, I don't even have their apps. I don't even have Netflix. I got Prime Video. That's it. But I don't have none of these streaming apps, or the apps where you can watch TV and movies and get movies digitally. Never used it. I always use the purpose of it is to play games. But that goes without saying. Yeah, I'm tight. I'm tight. I'm just tired of people saying that. For those of you that buys digitally all the time, I haven't bought physical in 10 years. So what? So what? Doesn't make it right. Like, that's irrelevant. Stop saying that. What's relevant is you don't have the buy power to, like, let's say if you don't like the game, to get your money back. Not like that. Especially all the games you bought digitally and they just somehow take it away. All the microtransactions that you bought, you ain't getting your money back. If they want to delist the game, then they're going to delist the game. And that's it. They're going to grab their coins and do what they do. Make another product. But you're not getting your money back of your favorite game that you play and they take it away from you. There's going to be a lot of that in the coming years. Since y'all so up in arms on digital purchases all the time, no physical media. You're not gonna own anything. Like they say, you're not gonna own nothing, and you'll be happy. That's what the World Economic Forum racist Caucasian people said. The quality is gonna go down, man. After this batch of games, the quality is gonna go downhill from here. If you thought it was bad, wait and see until next year or 2028. It's gonna be nothing but AI slop of games, and it's all gonna look the same. And that's what they're doing. All these massive layoffs, it's not by accident. I'm hearing Microsoft lay off a lot of employees, closing out gaming studios, which they was doing that when I talked about them, exposed them to their business practices with Xbox. What's up, CG Conflare? My bad. I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm sorry. Shout out to the people that's watching this stream. And shout out to you that's going to watch this VOD after the stream is done. I thank y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I always say that. But yeah. I mean, it's no surprise. The signs were there that PlayStation wanted to do this for quite some time. Because why you did not sell the PlayStation 5 Pro with the disc, you know, into it. I had to pay the disc separate. That was also a red flag. You coming out with another edition of PlayStation 5 and it's discless by default. It's not a surprise to me that they're doing this. What got me tight is the people reacting about it in a dumb way. And they're not seeing the bigger picture. They want to be willingly ignorant. That's one of my pet peeves. People be willingly ignorant to things that they should know about, or they should know about that matters. To get the honest truth, to get the facts. But you got these people, well, most of them probably kids, they don't want to learn nothing. They can't be adults talking like this on the internet. They can't be. They can't be. They have to be kids or coming of age. You know what I'm saying? College kids. They gotta be. You cannot be 30 and up talking the way that y'all was talking. It can't be. I refuse to believe it. And I said this on Twitter. I said, well, X. I said, the freaking chicks, the women that game, that are gamers, are logically sound on this Discord of everything that's going on right now, especially with the whole GTA 6 situation, than the guys. From my observation, they are logically sound and making more sense than the dudes that game. And I've been seeing it on my timeline all week. Like, why would you buy a game that has a box art for $100 and ain't no disc in it? Are you serious? How can you justify that? How can you? You got a digital code. Like, for instance, again, I said this on my Instagram. I didn't say it on here. It's like, if you buy music, right, of your favorite artist, it's supposed to be a CD in there, right? Or vinyl, or Blu-ray, whatever. That you can play it at any time, but when you open the case, there's nothing there. It's a piece of paper with their Spotify link account. saying go to my Spotify to hear the album. You'll be pissed off. I bought this CD for $12 and the CD ain't even in it. It's just a piece of digital code paper that has your Spotify link to listen to your songs. Like, think. Why would you want that? You want something that is obtainable, that has tangible presence. And with this gaming thing, they don't got it like they used to. I mean, there's some good games that's coming out, but you gotta understand. That's a freaking bot on my Twitch. Yo, seriously, I'm about to like really give up on Twitch, bro. I'm really about to like nobody is. I'm about to just strictly stream on YouTube because I'm getting some followers and some views on the YouTube side of the game, and Twitch it's just not working for me, bro. It's not. It's half-assed. The discoverability on Twitch is non-existent. But I digress. But yeah, how can you justify getting a game, getting this right, and there's no diss? There's a diss in here. There's no diss. How do you get that? How? I gotta also get the chat on my screen because I only got Twitch chat bots on the freaking stream. I forgot how to do it, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, see, Jacan, it is annoying. But, this is a very disappointing news in gaming. Probably gaming history. Not surprised by it. I'm just, tight that these Western gamers don't get it. They don't get it. They just get the here and now. They don't get the future. See, I'm looking 100 steps ahead of what's the now. That's the difference between me and you. A lot of people are just here for the moment. Degenerate showering. I'm not a big fan of physical media going. No, I'm not. I'm against it. 100%. You're not going to have a choice. You're just going to have to hope that your favorite game that you buy digitally on the next gen console doesn't go away. Or it doesn't flop. And all the money you spent on it because you love the game so much that you're willing to spend your dollars on DLCs and cosmetics and stuff like that. You have to hope it doesn't go away. It doesn't flop like Concord or High Guard. Or Marathon. Marathon is going to go away soon. I don't see Marathon surviving. I'll be surprised if we still have Marathon by next year. I'll be very surprised. What Western gamers in general took a big L today. This is an L. It's not a W. I don't know why y'all celebrating because you buy only digital stuff. 85% of my games are physical. Maybe 90%. The games like I kind of want, I don't really care for physical, I get it digitally. But if it's only digitally, then I have to get it digitally. But if it comes out on physical disc, I'm going to get it on physical disc. All the time. Like, I've been in a very odd situations when it comes to gaming, especially downloading a game, and when it comes to accounts such as this, mostly back in the 7th generation. Yeah, a lot of people quit gaming during the PS3, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii era. Cause it was like always online, DRM, I'm out. You know? At one point, I was like that. I wasn't even gaming like that for real. I was doing Mugen videos at that time. That's when like I was coming out on you and doing content on YouTube almost 20 years ago. Well, yeah, 20 years as MasterBoris, you know what I'm saying, but it's actually 20 years for me being a content creator because I did have a YouTube channel before that one, and I went with a different name. So I've been doing content creation for 20 years. But as MasterBoris 86X, it'll be 20 years this next February. But that's crazy though, man. I have to make a video about that and reflect. But right now I'm in like a mode where I have to challenge this. A lot of people have to challenge this, man. We cannot let Sony PlayStation get away with this. Like everything is cool. You're going to have to think with your wallet this time. And you're going to have to be very picky about games. You know? Dad got some drop frames. And this will also hurt retail stores as well. It will go out of style. If you got a local gaming store, which I do, besides GameStop, I feel like GameStop is going to be like a digital kiosk checkout store by 2030. They're just going to sell like gift cards and game codes and Pokemon cards and toys and give you digital codes of games instead of physical. That is all going to fizzle out. The frustration I have right now with modern day gaming is outstanding. Outstanding. It really is. But don't listen to me though. But I called it. I called it 2-3 years ago with Microsoft. And then eventually Sony would give in. And then Nintendo would probably give in. I mean, they're still using GameCube, but Nintendo is going to have a really uncontested majority of the gaming market share after this is all said and done. If Nintendo keeps doing what they're doing. But eventually they're going to crack. But then again, Nintendo really like their products to be physical. Especially when it comes down to Mario and Zelda. They take pride in that, man. I mean, you can hate on Nintendo, some of their business practices, but you got to respect they are pro-Japanese when it comes down to their games. And that's what I want Sony to be. Ever since Sony PlayStation Studios moved to California, they've been taking 1 step forward and 3 steps back. Like deleting Japan Studio. The biggest mistake you ever made. Like, even if you a Sony fanboy, you can't ignore this. You can't. Like, you can't justify it. Like, justify it for me. Let me see if it makes sense. 9 times out of 10, it won't. You can say all you want about, oh, digital sells more and all that. Okay, Oh, all right, and that doesn't give, you know, for them to delete the whole physical, aspects of getting games. So what if digital sold more? You can show me all the charts all you want. But the principle is the lack of options you have to play these games. And you're not getting it. You're not getting it. He said, yeah, man. Like I said, bro, this is just, I found out this would be very scary just because of my experience. Yeah, man. Now you gotta worry about hackers hacking your account, try to get your games. Modding community, it's gonna be more of that. The modding community, like, try to jailbreak the PlayStation 6. It's coming. Somebody gonna find a workaround with all of this. Like, you won't be able to, like let's say if I want my friend to borrow a game and you want to try it out and see how it plays. I can't do that in a digital format. Can't do that. Now, what I'm about to say before I talk about EVO this past weekend, and then I'm going to go. What I want to say is this, and I'm going to clip most of this stream since nobody else is going to do it, and re-upload it as a regular video. I just want to let y'all know something. Your convenience and your complacency is being profit. It's being monetized. Lost my voice there. It's being monetized. It's being profited. Exhibit A. What we just talked about Sony PlayStation. Want to get rid of physical media by January 2028. Your complacency, you being complacent, is being monetized. And you won't get your lazy ass up, go to a gaming store and buy a game that is physical. Or get it, order it off of Amazon, Walmart, whatever. They are preying on you to allow certain things that shouldn't be allowed. You know what I mean? Your complacence is being monetized, and they're exploiting it right now. They've been doing it for the longest time. Your complacency has been monetized for the longest time. And most of y'all won't get what I'm saying. Like, doing things for convenience instead of just, try to find ways to do things for yourself and learn new things for yourself. That's where it got us. That's where it got us. To the point where you need AI for everything. You need these dumbass data centers. Even though we don't. You that lazy, you don't want to use your brain. You that complacent, you don't want to use your brain to think new ideas for yourself. Or to do things, for anybody else that's around you. To get the tangibles. To get something worthwhile for yourself. Because when you're overly convenient on things, You allow certain things to sneak up on you to the point where you can't even get out of. Not saying that convenience is good for you at all, but when you overindulge it, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. I know I shouldn't blame or put this on generations, but I feel Gen Z will be the ones that's actually happy about this. Yeah, I'm putting the blame on everybody. If you was born after 1998, I'm blaming all of you. And y'all need to shut the hell up and listen to what the grown-ups are saying. The older millennials and Gen Xers, listen to what we're saying. A lot of games that I experienced growing up, you didn't experience. You didn't experience. You know? And the people that was 10, 20 years, 30 years older than I am can say the same thing to me. But gaming was really at its peak. Really. Late 80s, early 90s. And I grew up with those games. That's my opinion. Late 80s, early 90s, like 85 to like 1994, 5. Because there was new genres being placed during those times, during those years. And Degenerate Sharingan said, "Oh yeah, the genuine aspect is not going to be real anymore." Yeah, that's the thing. Due to complacency, people's overindulgence in convenience. That's the problem. That's the problem. When you overindulge in convenience and live in your own complacency, things start to wane. Whatever it is that is around you, or yourself. You get complacent and then you start eating fatty foods, you're going to get fat. And not taking care of, how you eat. You're going to get fat. You're going to be overweight. You're going to be less healthy. That's what I'm talking about. And that same applies to gamers that want to overindulge, not, have perseverance on physical media, and let digital just take over. They on autopilot. They set in their ways on that because it's convenient. But they overindulge in it. And here's the prize. They're going to no longer have physical media on January 2028. That's why Rockstar was moving the way they're moving with Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders. I don't know how much they made on the pre-orders alone, but I will say that there's some people that's probably canceling their pre-orders for Grand Theft Auto 6. Not too many, because people still gonna play it because they're mindless. Real mindless! They're mindless. This is all about corporations versus you. The haves and have-nots. And And y'all don't understand that. I feel sorry for people that have a hard time actually paying for their ISPS. Yeah, man. It's real out here. That's probably going to go up too. Because guess what? Data centers is making things go up. Now you got to pay more in taxes. But y'all don't hear me though. Everything I said was a lie. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. But you see what's happening, but you still deny it. I've been told y'all about that. I've been putting it up on game about everything we talked about. Y'all just haven't been paying attention. You got some people on this platform just want to clown around and do stupid shit, but don't want to tell the real because they scared. They want to play it safe. I don't like playing it safe because if I feel like I'm playing it safe, I feel guilty. I feel like I'm not myself. And I don't care how many views I don't get for doing this. Because YouTube is messing around, especially with black content creators, algorithm. I know this. I've been on this rodeo before on my other channels. YouTube algorithm would like me better if I dance in a restaurant while I'm eating. In a public setting where people are watching me like I'm some idiot. YouTube would love me then. I'll get thousands of views doing that. Don't get me wrong. I can dance. But I'm going to do it in my own way. Not the shuck and jive way. Low key, I feel like you spell low key like the actual low key from Thor's bro. Low key, I feel Rockstar is scamming people. They are. They gonna put all the content behind the paywall. You're not even gonna play multiplayer when this game drops. Multiplayer is not even going to be available. So and I'm seeing people, they don't care about the story. I don't care about the story. I want to play multiplayer. You ain't gonna be able to play the multiplayer. You're gonna be able to play the story or do like how I did in the old days, mess with the cops in GTA. And do stupid stuff, or do one of those role-playing stuff that people do on Twitch. With the voices and crap. You know what I mean? See, I played GTA Grand Theft Auto for the story. I never really played it for multiplayer. The last time I did that, it was on the Xbox 360. And I did it one time. Where I'm trying to go to a barber shop to get a haircut. Here come an RPG, hit me. Wasted. Like, what? I can't get a haircut? I was like, that's it for me. That's it for me. Yeah. Sad news in gaming. Sad day in gaming. Probably in history. But yeah, PlayStation, man. You lost a ton of fans today. In less than 6 hours. The whole GTA thing makes total sense now because Sony probably gave them the heads up, first dibs on how they're gonna move when it comes down to buying games from here on out. It's gonna be new policies, new laws, new licensing. You gotta buy a license. You're not buying games, you're buying license. And they can take it away anytime they feel like it. That's what the people that says, I don't care about physicals. I ain't bought a physical in 10 years. That's what they don't realize. So if they take away Fortnite, what you gonna do now? But let's just say that happens. Fortnite is no more. Minecraft is no more. You can't play it ever again. Now what? You was only good in those games. You ain't gonna play nothing else. What you gonna do then? You're not gonna learn any other genre of video games. Because you're a tourist, you're a casual. But the hardcore gamers that's versatile, like me, for example, I got tons of games I can play. My backlog is endless. When this all go down. But for all you people that say, yeah, I just get digital stuff, man. Yeah, all right, bet. Keep that same energy when shit hits the fan. Keep that same energy. And I see y'all for who y'all are. I see y'all. Just because I don't say nothing doesn't mean I don't see it. I peep some of y'all online on social media. This is why I take people in small doses, man. Small doses. But yeah, let me talk about this EVO 2026, and I'm about to get up out of here. But like I said before I start on that, your complacency is being profited. Your overindulgence and convenience is being monetized. You're being exploited by these corporations. And you're going to allow them to do anything they want because you're lazy to stand for something. You're too lazy. Like I said about foods, for an example. You're complacent about, eating any type of food. It's going to get to the point you're going to get fat and be overweight. And that happened to me before. And now I'm on my journey of weight loss, and I lost 13 pounds. And I'm going to lose 10 more. You got to take care of yourself. You cannot be a slave to your own convenience. Sometimes you have to be in an uncomfortable space for yourself so you can upgrade yourself. Not saying you have to do that all the time. I'm just saying, know when to better yourself, or know when to fix on things about yourself, or anything for that matter that you want to do in life. Because look what's happening in the gaming industry. They're doing this because of your complacency of digital markets. So they was like, oh, ain't nobody buying physical media, so we're just going to discontinue physical media in 2028. There you go. I said it in 3 different ways. Hopefully you understand that now. Hopefully you do. But yeah. The worst, this past EVO was probably the worst underwhelming EVO probably since 2008. Nobody that was like, you know, a threat with the competition when they didn't even go. Mena RD won Street Fighter 6 free. You know what I'm saying? With Blanca. I ain't got no problem with Mena RD. Mena RD, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Congrats to him winning his another EVO championship. But it was free. He ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. It was free. Nobody was there, bro. For what I've seen. Cause I totally forgot EVO Vegas was this past weekend until the last minute. That's how I fell off from the FGC. That's how far I fell off from the FGC. I did watch EVO Japan and it was stacked. This EVO Vegas was not stacked like that. Maybe the competition in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising was stacked. But Street Fighter, nah. The attendees this year dropped 47% from last year. You know? Shanghai won with Billy, got through all those Mr. Karates. Like, I never seen so many people play Robert Garcia in my life. And that's one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. I know he's Mr. Karate in that game. It's Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, but jeez, he got a lot of stuff that makes him top tier. But Shanghai won the tournament with Billy. I ain't see the entirety of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves of EVO. That he probably switched characters or he just went with Billy all the way. But y'all can tell me in the comment section or chat. I don't know who won in Tekken 8. Y'all think I'm playing about Tekken 8, bro. I don't care. The game is dead to me. It's dead to me. So I don't know who won Tekken 8 at EVO Vegas. Other than that, I did see Virtua Fighter. Now, Virtua Fighter Revo World Stage was fantastic. Gentleman Thief, he took it. He beat God dang it, I forgot his name. I forgot his freaking name, bro. I think he was a Jackie player. But he he wasn't the top Virtua Fighter players. He's one of the tops, but he's not the top. Like I said, a lot of people, a lot of, foreigners, Japanese players, Korean players, most of them didn't show up for this past weekend's EVO like that. They're gonna stay at home. They're gonna compete in EVO Japan, maybe EVO France this October. They're not gonna go to Vegas, United States anymore. They tired of beating us, bro. They tired of beating us. You know what I'm saying? Even if we do beat Japan in some fighting games, they always have more wins against us. So it's like, and I'm tired of seeing okay, we saw Mena RD win Street Fighter 6 EVO, and everybody's like, oh yeah! But Virtua Fighter, Gentleman Thief won Virtua Fighter, and it's nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's not, oh my god, oh yeah! It's lukewarm. It's, hopefully Virtua Fighter Crossroads, that will change. But I doubt it. especially how the way games are going to be going forward, you know, of everything we talked about tonight. So, like I said, everything, all the gaming discourse that took place for the past week, Western gamers are stupid. Most Western gamers are. You know, I wouldn't be offended if it's not you. You know what I'm saying? If it don't apply, let it fly. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, y'all, and do what I do. Got some content for y'all. I'm still doing the secret project that I got. I almost said bump it today because of the news I got. Because I don't know if the Gen Zs or Generation A people are going to listen to what I'm going to bring to the table for this project. Because I'm just like, you know, should I do this still? I did say it would be unfair for the people that might be interested in or might see or might be intrigued by the videos that I will put out for this project, and to recognize what's being in front of them and to appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna still do it, but it's gonna take some time because I'm very busy with stuff. Also wanted to announce that the fighting game roulette is coming. It's coming. It's about that time. You feel me? It's about that time, man. I'm probably gonna do. Well, I'll update y'all on a later date, but when I do start out the fighting game roulette, and I want y'all to like participate, or what fighting game you want me to, pick out, so I can put it in a jar, and I can just randomly pick it out, and I have to play the entire arcade setting of that fighting game, like we did last year. But this is Fighting Game Roulette 2026. So I don't know how many fighting games I'm gonna do this year, but I'll let y'all know. After, also another announcement that I'm coming back from DreamCon. I will be going to DreamCon next week. So it's probably not going to be any videos from me in a couple of days. But I will keep y'all posted. Please follow me on my social media platforms. It's all right here. But yeah, it's going to be some fun times at DreamCon. I'm looking forward to see my musical brother, McKnight from UVGM. He's going too. It's going to be fun in Houston, Texas next week. So we'll be going there again. And I don't know if I don't think I'm going to do another vlog of it. I'm probably just going to just live in the moment, just appreciate, what's in front of me instead of just, oh, I'm going to do an IRL stream. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not holding the camera all the freaking time. I am going to take pictures, might do something for the gram, but I'm not doing no full-fledged video like I did last year. Okay. Yeah, a lot of stuff. And then in next month, since it's July 1st now, I'm going to CEO. It's been 10 years since I went to CEO. And I'm going for a friend, be his support system. He's competing. I'm not. I'm just going to be a spectator. I'm pretty much retired from this mainstream FGC competitive scene. I'm just going to have fun and have a great time with him and see, the people that are really cool in the FGC there and all that other stuff. So it's going to be a busy summer for me, Also, the UVGM, Universal Video Game Musicians, dropped the 35th anniversary tribute album of Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. Go get it right now. It's free. It's free, bro. So, thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.